Youthrunner here with Erin Marsh, proudly representing BS Athletics, always representing the Duke Blue Devils, and people from Durham to Walnut, California, and everywhere in between are very happy about 6,031 points. Not the most conventional pathway to a 7-point PR, but I am super excited that it has now happened on American soil and not on German soil, and obviously another 6,000-point performance, which is always reassuring. And Erin, in the manner in which you did it, you know, being able to kind of conquer a little bit of, you know, that stagnancy, if that's even a word, in the javelin, and then obviously just, you know, battling so courageously to the line like you always do in the 800. What's in your heart right now?
One of my goals for this season was to every hep I did, just really fight for every single point, because they're never really going to go exactly how you picture them in your head. And so the definition of that was this week for me. Yeah, I really had to fight for every point. Another goal of mine was to score over 6K every hep, and it was really looking rocky after day one. Knowing I'm actually a pretty decent day 2 person if I can pull myself together in the javelin, and I really messed up long jump this morning, so I was pretty upset about it, and then was like, you know what, still got to fight for every point. And I'm proud of that javelin, and I've been like really needing that. These past couple years. This is the farthest I've thrown since I was 19 years old, which is crazy. And then that 800 was just nice. I got to see my training partner run it 2 hours prior to me. And so I was like, you know what, we train together. Sometimes she beats me in practice, most times, but I'm like, mentally I think I can do it if she can do it. And then I dug deep and I got it, and I'm really proud of how I finished that off.
I was joking with Beatrice and Pippi that while heptathletes and decathletes may not love the weather that was presented in your case for the first 6 events, in their case for the first 9. You do love conditions like this when it comes to an 800.
I guess you do, honestly. It's like not too hot, not too cold. It was like a little rainy earlier, so I was like, hopefully that holds off, and it did. But I couldn't ask for better conditions, honestly. It's like not being drenched in sweat finishing a heptathlon is kind of a good feeling, and not being too cold, honestly. And then the backdrop, like coming around the 6, you see the mountains, and it's so nice, but it was good.
Most definitely. Just in terms of being in a situation where you come out, the first heptathlon, it's like you want day 1 to be on fire, you know, and just propel you in day 2. I mean, you have been Merriam-Webster's dictionary version of resilient and resourceful and adaptive throughout your career. But is there even maybe a greater sense of pride or a greater sense of appreciation that, you know, first 4 events, not exactly ideal. Long jump, which is always a phenomenal event for you, didn't give you the fruits of the labor that you wanted, but yet you still found a way to get there, and 7 points better than you've ever been, you know, in the last 2 events.
Yeah, honestly, I think that what's been like, this may not be like a conventional answer, but maybe it is, my training partner Lexi. It's been so helpful having her at practice every day, pushing me, not physically, but mentally for me. I think that having no training partner the past couple years and just trying to show up for myself every day was like a tall ask, you know. Over time it adds up, and having Lexi to just kind of like snap me into shape sometimes when I'm feeling off. Like for instance, like when we do 800 workouts, I can sometimes be a little mental head case about it, and she's super positive and uplifting. And so I think just like her keeping me accountable and me like wanting to prove myself to her and to my coach and like to myself, honestly, that I can do hard things, that's been super, super helpful. And that gives me like a greater sense of pride, I think, like moving forward into my next steps.
Because you've always had an amazing group of athletes, whether you're mentoring them or you're training with them, you know, in Durham. But it is a game changer when you have another multi-event athlete, because while you can, you know, specialize with great hurdlers or specialize with great throwers or whatever, it's like only Lexi Keller, you know, Colorado State star, and, you know, NCAA all-timer, just like you are. Like only the other heptathletes and pentathletes truly understand, you know, emotionally and mentally what you're going through on a day by day.
I know, even back in the team tent, I was like getting ready for the 800, and one of the coaches was like trying to talk to me. He was like, "It's the last event. Like, it's easy. Just shut your brain off." And I was like, "Whew!" Like if only you knew how hard it was, and like how hard these last 2 days have been.
And then Lexi's like,
Lexi's like, I get it. Like it's like I've been to the other 6 events. Like she's with me every day in training. Like she knows what's happening behind the scenes as well with just like my family, everything in my life, and same to me for her. So it's really nice having her. And honestly, like it makes me want to just like be a better heptathlete in person. She does.
if you'll indulge me, just because you've seen the growth of Beatrice, seen the growth of Pippi. I mean, obviously, you and Lexi and Allie were around each other all the time, but
I mean, Beatrice herself, tip of the cap to her. Like, she's really improved a lot. She's so committed and she's so driven and she's so laser focused. Honestly, competing against her, you can tell she's just so locked in, and it's hard to be locked in April at a meet like this. And that's not to say I'm not taking it seriously, but it's when the stakes are not as high, it's easy to kind of relax a little bit. I mean, and she shows no mercy, and I kind of respect it, and then same to Allie, she's gotten so much better. I think, no disrespect to Stanford, but her leaving Stanford was probably one of the best things that happened to her athletically.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is really cool to see her progress. And then Pippi, I didn't compete as much against in college because I'm older, but I've obviously seen her on paper, and I follow Jaden O'Brien a lot because we were in ACC together, and so I've seen her battle it out with Pippi. And I mean, just so much talent in the NCAA right now. It's insane.
Because you're not only having the two of them, and then you have Sophia coming in now at Texas A&M, and obviously Christine, still being around and whatnot. So like you said, even if you didn't compete against all of them,
I know,
you all have great respect for them, because it's 6 degrees of Erin Marsh is basically, outside of Diane Guthrie, you're basically connected to every great heptathlete in collegiate history.
I know, because I feel like I'm still in the running, and I was with the Tyra Gittens, the Anna Halls, and then now I'm in the running against here with Pippi and Jaden and stuff. So it is kind of cool to see. I would love to beat all of them, but it's kind of cool to see them progress. And then
I'm going to take the best of each of the 7 events from all of you.
Yeah, give me all of y'all's points you left on the table.
Give it to me intravenously.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think my day will come, where I put up a big score the way they consistently put up big scores, but I just have to take these little wins right now. But it is cool to see them and compete against them.
Well, I will say that every single one of them has always been completely respectful and admiring of the courage and the grit and the will and the determination that Erin Marsh has shown, and she did it again over these 2 days, especially today. 6,031 points, lifetime best by 7 points, and she does it on American soil for the first time. Erin, stay healthy. Best luck going forward.
Thank you so much.